There are many voices now that will speak to humanity, voices from the greater community. Their messages will be delivered to individuals to be given to the world. Many of these messages will be the same or very similar, encouraging contact, encouraging trust, encouraging compliance and discouraging resistance, discouraging doubt, discouraging further inquiry and discouraging the asking of questions. Humanity has only one set of true allies in this neighborhood of space in which your world exists. We have been sent to represent them. There are other mentors farther away who will send a message to humanity encouraging human freedom, human unity and human sovereignty. But amongst those who live in your vicinity, we represent those free nations that are closest to humanity and have the most to hope for and to fear. Depending on the decisions that humanity will make for itself, the consequences will be great for us. For free nations are rare and have had to earn their freedom. They have had to mature and become strong and united to ward off the many influences that the greater community will inevitably bring to them. You do not yet know what a great requirement this is. Perhaps you do not yet have the confidence that humanity can achieve such a significant goal, a goal that far exceeds anything that humanity has established for itself thus far. The intervention is eroding human confidence, encouraging humanity's dependence on foreign powers for its technology, for its guidance and for its governance. While your true allies will only provide wisdom and point the direction towards knowledge, there are many voices. If your life is based upon wishful thinking and hope alone, you will choose those voices that tell you what you wish to hear and that amplify and justify your hope. If your approach to life is based on fear, you will listen to those voices that tell you that you have no power in the universe and that it is useless to resist. These are two forms of persuasion leading to the same end. But the path of freedom for humanity has to set a higher goal and one more difficult to achieve, for acquiescence is easy, submission appears to be easy, receiving gifts, and with them governance, appears to be easy. Many people want what is easy, even if it is not what is right. This issue of faith and determination are crucially important for humanity. For your allies are not going to come and rescue you by force. We have spent a very long time securing our position in the greater community, building up our insulation and our anonymity, maintaining our connections with one another, building our strength and our discernment, our unity and our self-sufficiency. We would not threaten all of this to rescue a weak and divided race, regardless of its great talents and potential. It is humanity that must gain this strength, this faith and this determination. If it does not do this now, it will not do this in the future. The power of knowledge within you will guide you and lead you to do this as an individual and as part of a greater effort. Securing stability and freedom in your world represent the two great activities for the human family now. This means creating stability and facing the great change that is happening in your environment and establishing unity based upon consensus and awareness rather than by forced submission. You must aim towards this and not settle for a compromise with any foreign power. One of the reasons that free nations are rare is that the goal requires great strength, faith and determination. It is easy to align yourself with other powers. It is easy to receive their offerings. It is easy to hand over the reins of authority to others, hoping and believing that they are benign in their intentions. Many choose this path. Many are led to choose this path. Some are led easily. With others it is more difficult. But humanity will have to be fiercely independent if it is to remain free within a greater community of intelligent life, where the expressions of power and influence are very strong and are very constant. It is the strength of being a person who is strong within their own culture, facing so many influences that would compromise that person. We can speak of this, for it is a universal problem. A free nation will want strong individuals. A nation that is not free will want compliant individuals. A free nation will support individual creativity and contribution. A nation that is not free will direct each person according to the design that has been given to them. A free nation will support the discovery and the experience of knowledge. A nation that is not free will never mention it, if it is aware of it at all. A free nation will seek to remain isolated in the universe and to support its self-sufficiency. A nation that is not free will seek whatever wealth and power it can gain from others and thus become intertwined with the intentions and the compromises wrought with other nations. A free nation will not attempt to gain access to other worlds to exploit their resources and to gain control over their inhabitants. A nation that is not free will do this within the boundaries of what is allowed within the region of space. If a nation that is not free lives in an uncharted territory or in a sparsely inhabited part of the galaxy, they can use force to overtake another nation, for in that circumstance there is nothing to oppose them unless they have a direct competitor. Free nations will want to maintain a connection with each other for support and for the sharing of wisdom. Nations that are not free will become bound together for wealth and acquisition and to support each other in maintaining their compliant populations. Free nations will seek to communicate deeply and openly with other free nations. Nations that are not free will seek to control and manipulate the perceptions and the responses of others. Free nations will share the wisdom with emerging races such as your own. Nations that are not free will seek to take advantage of these emerging races. If these emerging races possess wealth or a world of strategic importance, they will seek dominance and control there. The very wise in the universe, whom we have learned from in our own development over time, have told us that one should not seek technology beyond what is needed and required for unity, self-sufficiency and discretion. For if one seeks ever further power and advantage through technology, one will become exposed to other nations. One will compete with other nations. One will become intertwined with other nations. There are many voices in the universe. There are many messages being delivered to the earth. You must evaluate them based upon their content and upon your connection to knowledge. You must want the truth above and beyond any other advantage, or your desires will blind you, and your beliefs will lead you astray. It is a difficult challenge to be the race that is discovered. It carries with it a great responsibility and a great danger. Humanity has no defense yet against such intrusions, nor does it recognize the danger that exists at its borders. You are living and thinking as if you lived in isolation, without realizing that your isolation is over and that you will never have it again. You have reached a point in your development where other races will attempt to persuade you and influence you on an ongoing basis. You possess wealth, and yet to your advantage, knowledge has not been taken away from you. You have maintained your religious traditions.